All right, everybody, welcome back to live post-game coverage here at the 2018 NCBA Division II World Series. I'm Joe Schaefer alongside our MVP from Pittsburgh State, Brandon Martinkus. Brandon, first off, congratulations on a victory. For those of you that weren't tuned in, a lot of crazy events transpired this past 24 hours. The game was originally scheduled for 4 o'clock. Had a bad thunderstorm roll through. Ended up pushing you guys back to this morning. Had some thunderstorms again this morning. Got moved back here to Pitt State's campus, the varsity field. A lot of crazy action, man. You know, having a nice little 12-hour layoff, I'm sure is the first time for that. But for those of you that didn't tune into the game, Pitt State defeated St. Joe's 11-0. Brandon was dominant on both sides of the field. Pitched a complete game shutout, striking out 8, and went 2 for 4 at the dish with a pretty big home run in day 1 of this game. Just all around incredible performance. First off, you know, talk a little bit about, you know, the delay. You know, it's something that's you know, rarely seen. I'm sure you guys haven't experienced that in the season. You know, a little bit of adversity that comes along with that. So, you know, just talk a little bit about how you guys prepared, what you guys did in your off time, and how you approached this portion of the game.
For sure. Well, in the second inning, when we hit those 3 big home runs, you know, it gave us a good spark. Momentum was on our side. So, kind of in the third inning when it hit the fan, we were a little upset. You know, we wanted to finish the game and whatnot, but you know, we got together afterwards and we just said we got to put our hats on tomorrow. We got to come out here. And for me, pretty much that personally, I just wanted to put my team in the best position to win. And you know, I knew I needed to start off good yesterday, and I did. And I knew I wanted the ball back in my hands today to finish it off, to give my other starters a chance to start a game for us next time. Absolutely,
man. Yeah, it's you know, something I've never experienced before, having a delay like that. You know, you mentioned the 3 home runs in the first or second inning, I believe. Yeah. You know, talk a little bit about the offense. You guys came out. Game 1 was a little dicey at the plate. You guys ended up scratching and clawing to get that victory. Today you came out and put 11 spot up on a solid St. Joe's team. So just talk a little bit about the offensive production that you guys had all season, especially in this game.
For sure. I think for game 1 we definitely had some World Series jitters, you'd say. But we kind of settled in. You know, we saw that in that one inning. I think we put up over 5 runs or something like that in the first game. And then, you know, this was just Pitt State club baseball right here, man. We came out swinging the bat. We looked for the fastball early, and we did that. You know, pitcher I saw on my at-bat was a first pitch outside fastball, so in my head I was thinking he's behind in the count, so he's coming back with an inside fastball to kind of get me back off the plate. He did that. I was ready for it and kind of turned on it, and I know Blake was in an 0-2 count, so he was kind of sitting for a fastball high, and he threw him that, and he just kind of went with it the other way. And I mean, when you make a mistake, our hitters know how to hit it. So
absolutely, and that's evident. I think everyone here today and yesterday can justify to that. You know, I think the most obvious thing that we want you to talk about is your pitching performance. You know, a lot of teams wouldn't allow you to come back, you know, after pitching 3 innings in one day, come back the next day and finish the game. And not only did you finish it, but you put up an absolutely dominant performance. You know, talk a little bit about, you know, that adversity of getting a 12-hour layoff in between the 3rd and 4th inning and still being able to come out and pitch. I believe you faced almost the minimum amount of batters today. I think one guy had a hit, and it was the last batter. Just, you know, talk a little bit about how you were able to deal with that adversity and come back and dominate in 2 consecutive days.
For sure. I think, you know, first of all, it's kind of weird. Yesterday when I was just playing catch, I knew something felt good in my arm. I felt it. I mean, the weather was hot. I think that kind of helped a little bit. So to get started, man, I felt good. I felt in the groove. And so after about, I think, maybe 35 pitches to the first 3 innings, and so I felt like that was kind of like a bullpen to get me ready for today's game. So when I got here today, man, my arm didn't hurt at all. I felt like this was just another day at the yard. And, you know, I kind of, with my background, you know, playing for the college team here, it taught me how you can throw in multiple days, and you can work your way to not overdo it, if you know what I mean. You know, you could throw one day and you throw 30 pitches, but your arm doesn't have to be done for the next day. If you work the right way, you stretch the right way. Like this morning, I went on a run, I stretched the right way. You know, I just did my routine, and I think that's a big thing for athletes. If you don't know your routine, you can't start with not knowing what you're doing and finish with something good. You know, if you know what you're doing from start to finish, you're gonna most likely have success.
That's awesome stuff, man. I couldn't agree more with you. Finally, you know, asking the Pitt guys yesterday, I'm going to ask all you guys this question. You playing the World Series in your backyard, you couldn't really draw it up any better way. Just talk a little bit about what that means to you, being able to play in front of basically all of your fans, the town of Pittsburgh in general. Everyone's out here. You got newscasters out here. Everyone's here. Talk about what that means to you and the rest of the guys, and how that's going to help you guys throughout the rest of the tournament.
Man, it's awesome. We come out to JC yesterday and it is roaring. When I hit that home run, dude, I couldn't even hear the music after I hit it. It's awesome, and we're fortunate enough. We won our regional fair and square to get here, and it was said that it was going to be in Pittsburgh, so we felt like we proved ourselves to get here, and so we earned the rights to host this home field advantage. Some teams might think it's unfair, but at the end of the day, we're winning, and we earned our way to this position. And I think for us, the fans, it's awesome because we have 13 seniors on our team, man. This is the last go-around for some of us, and it can't be any better than just seeing a bunch of red and gold just sitting out there in the stands watching us every game.
Oh, absolutely, man. Well, you guys are in the driver's seat. 2 wins. In the winners bracket, you're going to play in a winners bracket game on Monday.
Yes, sir.
You have the rest of the day off. We wish you guys nothing but the best. We love seeing you guys play. We love the fans that you guys bring out. A solid ball club all year. And you seem to be putting it together when it means it the most. So keep it going. And we're looking forward to see you guys play in the semifinals.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.